Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a bottle of La Chouffe from Belgium. I'm just going to introduce the video from the last day of the trip. Bizarre, but there you go. Just to give you a heads up about what I was planning on doing. It's a 7-day trip in the Volkswagen to the VW Bus Campout, which is in the Ardennes. And it's a 1,000-kilometer trip, thereabouts. I've done it by myself, and people think that's a bit strange. Well, not really, because I love doing this sort of trip because you always end up meeting people, and it's big exploration, and you're heading into the unknown, and who knows what's going to happen. Anyway, everything went to plan, and I'm now on the last day of this trip and heading back to Ijmuiden tomorrow to take the ferry home. So this is what was the itinerary going forward. Anyway, hope you enjoy the video, and see you on the other side. Cheers, man. Hello, folks. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. How are we doing? Just arrived in Ijmuiden. Everything's running smoothly. It's a beautiful day. Hello, folks. Got 67 kilometers to go to get to Eindhoven. So all good. Cheers. Mile away now, if that. Yeah, about a mile. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't Holland so lovely and calm and organised and gorgeous? And avenues of trees. It's beautiful, isn't it? So here we are in the centre of Eindhoven. Just doing a kind of random tour, but what a place. It's so nice, so friendly. That's the Eindhoven Central Station there, and PSV Eindhoven you can see over there. The bikes are everywhere, they're parked up everywhere, and it's just really nice. Everybody's civilised, it's clean, it's friendly, it's lovely. Love it. See you. And on the other side of the road there is the PSV Eindhoven Stadium. And there's a DAF 55. That's what you used to drive, Susie. The coupe, the fastback one though. Let's see if I can find one quickly. I've got it just sneaked in. There you go. That's a 66. I just asked the guys if I could come in and have a look, just to take a photograph of your old car. How brilliant. And that's what it looked like. Check that out. There's no stress between cyclists and pedestrians here at all. Everybody just gets on. It's great. We are 100 yards or so from the campsite in the middle of nowhere. Nice transition. Good to see you. Near Bastogne, and it kind of gives you the creeps and sort of not really able to go back and forth. And it's like, you know, second or more biggest battle happening around here. And it looks remarkably familiar to us who live in North England. It's got the looks of Northumberland. It's the forest of Ardennes. Bastogne now. There's the War Museum there. We're back at some supplies, maybe get some meat around the community. But anyway, this is like Northumberland in this place. It's like no. So a little campsite, 5 kilometers back there. There's nobody there this time of year, of course. So today's pretty damn cold, but I say, you know. Just arrived at the Bastogne War Museum. This is the forest where the 101st Airborne were attacked by the German Panzer unit. That's a foxhole. It's kind of good that it's an eerie, grey, damp day, because this is exactly what those poor buggers had to endure. This is some footage here of Easy Company digging trenches.
Snow has its advantages. It's handy for making coffee.
Yeah, but not so much for camouflage. Trust me, with your olive drab uniform and white snow, Germans will spot you a mile off.
The Germans! Sarge! The Germans! They're coming! Take cover! Take cover! You get here! Volunteer, take care of them! You all right? Medic! We need a medic!
They really think we're gonna surrender?
Well, apparently they didn't understand what McCall said to them. Nuts! Nuts!
And I think I can see the barrel of a cannon. Yeah, that's it. This plan is crazy. If the covering fire isn't sustained enough, we're dead.
Next morning, got up, went back into the Bastogne Museum. A Sherman tank had been hit by an armor-piercing shell, but it hadn't exploded, it obviously just gone straight in, and the kinetic energy of all of that just totally disrupted the interior of that tank, and you can see what the poor occupants, they wouldn't have known anything about it, but it was just wow. So you'll see some Insta 360 footage. You can look all the way around the insides of a tank which has had a shell explosion. Attack. It went straight through the other side, and the armor piercing point was out the other side of the tank. Unreal. Then headed off to Lohan, which is about 3/4 an hour away from Bastogne, to the VW festival, which is the VW Bus Campout in Lohan, and instantly just met up with some people, because this thing is such a draw. You just get people coming and talk to you all the time. It's not really a problem, but it's nice because you meet with loads of nice people and stuff. So I had a few beers, chit chat and this, that and the other.
Are we going to see Russia putting in more training better command soldiers?
I think it's very difficult. Well, I just arrived, so the wine shirt boy is going to show me where to go. Yeah, not yet. One sec. Okay. The next day I took the gravel bike out into the hills, did a 500 metre climb unwittingly, real tough, and then descended back down on trails on a gravel bike, which is totally inappropriate equipment for the terrain. Nevertheless, came down into La Roche de l'Ardennes. What a beautiful place. It's so nice. Nice people there as well. Met a girl called Charlotte who was explaining all about why external people coming into these places are buying up properties, making it really hard for the locals to buy properties. I went down to the supermarket to get some supplies, met this bunch of mad lads who were loading up the van with cases of beer. Where are you going, boys? Oh, we're going camping, we're going fishing. Really? Anyway, so they gave me a beer, big nice guys, and that was it. And then headed back, and it was the Saturday night party thing at the event, and again I was sitting with a group of lovely people, which was great. But there's a band, called a band. There's a guy playing guitar with some girls singing, and she was a good little singer, but he was terrible. He was really terrible, and I thought, oh, this is awful. And when they start doing Oasis, you think there's enough. That's quite enough. So I said to the guys, let's go back to the camper, and I've got all my guitars and amps and shit. So we took all that stuff out, and we did it's like a bit of a sing song, which was really great, you know. And that was it. Then the next day on electric mountain bikes, and headed out on the pre-arranged trails. I met up with guys called Tom and Stephen who are Flemish, and so we're ripping around with those boys. And they took me on the Route 1, which was the next one, which is more extreme, which is just brilliant. I loved every moment of it. Came back, had a beer with them, then organised to stay another night in the same location, because the weather was just been fantastic. And there's only one other camper van there, and parked right next to me, and real nice people, so I had a good chat with them. Ike and Liz and their son Uber, who's got blonde curly hair. I don't know where he's got it from, his brilliant haircut. But we're chatting on with all sorts of stuff. And I said about the fact we're playing. She said, Liz had said, hey, I loved your singing, you know, plug. And I said, well, we'd like to play back here, you know, and so I said, I'm going to go and see the guys about the band coming back here next year. And it's what music to play. Well, it's like, you know, country stuff, you know, and bluegrass. Oh, the Bluegrass Festival in Rotterdam. You need to come there. It's great. It's a big event. There's all sorts of like bars and open music. It's just a kind of musical free-for-all with bars are open, restaurants, and it's just nice. But there's different music playing in all the bars and stuff. I said, brilliant. Let's get that sorted. So got in touch got contact details from them and everybody else, and we'll hopefully organise that for next year, because the lads want to do that in the band. We want to do a European big tour, you know, big tick in the box. head off that morning to Wesel. It's in Germany, next to the Rhine. Hello folks. So today we're in a place called Wesel, which is on the Rhine. This is one of the tributaries, or it's in the estuary of. So I left Ardennes 3 hours ago, and I'm here now. Taking everything in little hops. It's great. What a trip. It's lovely. And the project is Project Pedalo. So I'm going to take this bad boy out in a minute. Oh, hello everybody. Look where I am now. This is a weird little place. A little privately owned allotment type caravan things. And my little pedalo. So, cheers. Took my bike in the afternoon into a town called Ries, and Ries is right by the Rhine. And wow, what a monstrous river! It's huge, it's just huge. And there's like super tankers going up and down, you know, ploughing the trade up and down the river and stuff, you know. And there's a fun fair in the town and all sorts of stuff. And so I cycled back along the Rhine. Guys, here I am on the Rhine. River Rhine. What a massive look at this. It's huge. It's like a sea. In this town called Ries or Race or whatever it's R-E-E-S. I've already met a couple of guys who are really friendly and helpful with directions and stuff. They're super nice. And came back to the campsite, made some food, went to bed, woke up next morning, you know, again, headed off to where we're at now in Zeewolde. And this resort to Parel? Yeah. It's one of these kind of like resort places, loads of cabins, I can see them from here, and hidden in the woods and stuff, but there's nobody here. It's just me, and it's kind of weird, but real nice. Tomorrow I'll be going into Almere, and there's a precursor then heading back to Ijmuiden. I hope to get the time to ride my bike around the dunes at Ijmuiden, because when you come to Holland via, you know, Ijmuiden, typically you come straight off and straight back. You don't even stop and have a look at the place unless you're buying beer or whatever, you know? But I looked, and there's loads of nice kind of dunes and tracks and trails. So I'm going to go there tomorrow and see what happens, if I can, if I get a chance. But the good thing about this van here, it's just been absolutely bomber. It's been brilliant. I was nervous, you know, I have to say that, because you're heading into the great unknown, you know, 1,000 kilometers, and I'm by myself. Not that makes any difference. I've got cover for breakdown, all that kind of good stuff. But it's a bit sketchy, but it didn't miss a beat. It did not miss a beat. Nothing wrong. It just went. I mean, we've spent a fair bit of time making sure that reliability, checked it thoroughly. Big shout out to Daz at DC Hot Rods, who's worked with me tirelessly to fix oil leaks and get the tuning of it just right. and it's going along at 60 odd miles an hour with the traffic. You go faster, but it's just like 60's nice. It's just nice, and I'm cruising along, headphones on, because it's kind of noisy, so sound cancelling headphones on, and lost in my own little space. 2.5 hours between each stop off, and it's just been great. So an absolute pleasure. First I've been in it, and it kind of gives me the confidence to go further. So watch out for more adventures later. What a trip, what a real brilliant trip. It's just been wonderful. I can't explain. I knew I'd planned the stop-offs, but I didn't know where they were or what they were like and stuff until I got there. But like I say, took a bike, so I've got the chance to explore and be free. And there's been no surprises, no bad news, just been all great. So I'd sanction if anybody is thinking about doing a similar sort of trip, just do it, man. Just do it. Just even in a car, a tent, just go do. But don't think about you've got to organise everything at the far end of the far. You just don't have to. Just make it up as you go along. And yeah, it's been great. So cheers, and see you on the other side.